Yo, yo, yo. Y'all get this podcast, episode 32, man.
Midday.
Midday, June.
You know what I'm
We back
saying?
in.
You working though.
Just
32.
the two of us. We don't know where everybody at, but we here, man.
You still gonna work, man.
Just
Still a lot of
the
work to do.
two of us.
Yeah, man.
How you feeling, man? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. I spend time with my kids. That's the best feeling in the world.
Oh yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to all the dads out there.
Shout
It's
out to
it's
all the.
um it's Father's Day season. But
Oh,
I
they go.
haven't heard nobody
Hey,
say nothing about it.
don't let that get swept under the rug either,
Yeah.
cause they will try to do it.
They already have. I haven't seen nothing about it. I ain't heard nothing about it.
Oh man.
I mean, I personally have, but I haven't seen like, you know what I'm saying, like in the stores. I haven't seen like no like
Oh yeah, nah,
Father's
it ain't
Day
gonna be highlighted.
deals. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? I haven't seen nothing like that. No
it ain't gonna be
sales.
highlighted. You
Yeah.
can forget it.
Shout out to all the real dads out there.
Yeah, man. So what we got going on today, man?
There's actually a lot going on today,
I
man.
see. Yeah, 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 yeah. Listen,
There's
I
a lot
see.
going on. Every time we turn, it's a little bit of something going on. And then really like once the developments come out, you can kind of like drag a little something. And it's always enough to talk about for sure.
Yeah, facts. So lead the way again,
Let's
man.
get into it, man. All right, well, I guess we should start NBA, man. Game one.
Hallelujah.
Game one, man. I don't know why y'all said
Hallelujah.
that man was overrated. He's making y'all pay for it.
And y'all, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all need to just stop talking. Cause at this point, you
Boy,
poking the bear.
you are poking the bear. He is upset. I
And
don't
you know
know
what's so
who.
crazy, bruh? They actually played bad. That's what's scary. When you
It
play
wasn't that.
that bad and
You can catch
you
up.
can still a win. Listen, I ain't even
Yeah, they
mad
definitely
that
stole a win. They for sure stole a win.
yeah, they stole one. I'm not gonna lie.
To be down, what was it, 12?
I said this. I said I think experience gonna play a factor in this series. First of all, they went small. SGA, Bobby Uptown in the building said 100K Beasley. First of
Hey,
all,
we gonna talk about
we're
it for
gonna talk
sure.
about it, Bobby. Hey,
Shout
but
out Bobby
listen,
Uptown.
they went small down the stretch, right? So they got CGA guarding Siakam in the paint.
Right.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
That's why he got the rebound and the easy putback dunk. It's no way SGA getting a rebound over Siakam. It's not happening.
No, that's not happening. That's not
That
happening.
was their first mistake. And then you gotta think, you gotta understand. The turnovers really killed them, but they only had 11 points off of turnovers. So if you got 25 turnovers, that means you only scored five times out of them 25.
And
That's
that's not enough
horrible, fool.
conversions. Yeah, that's not enough
Yes,
conversions
that's
at all.
horrible.
One
You
out of
can't
five
have
is not
11
good.
points off of 25 turnovers.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
you at that point you're not turning the ball. It's not no turnover for real.
Right. 'Cause you're not converting. Yeah, that's
And one thing I can say, that coach, man, if coach is plays a factor, I said it and I'm gonna say it again. That coach has won a championship. I think what made them get that last shot off is when you miss a rebound, you normally in your mind the game is over because you like it's no way this about to happen like this, right?
right.
But see, he told them if you miss the rebound, don't call timeout. Because obviously when you call timeout, you get the rest, you get to set up a play, you get to take people out. All that plays a factor.
Right.
So when they got the rebound, he told them don't call timeout. Just go. Go. Cause they already got the small lineup still in. Cause they think the game over.
Right.
So the coach said, nah, if they miss the rebound, don't call timeout. Just go.
Push it.
So they ain't had no time to set. They ain't had no time to put no people that tall in.
Hmm.
It was perfect. Set
I
up for
think that's their
hallelujah.
advantage. That's their advantage every time.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I know he is kind of going back and forth with this. But this, I'm not gonna say he's the clutchest player. Okay, let me say this.
Let's
He's
get
the
into
pl-
that.
he's the clutchest player I've seen live, like just watching it, because obviously his career is not over. But the thing about it is, it's like we've seen people in our lifetime like actually miss a clutch shot. He
Right.
has not missed yet.
Yeah, but also he's fresh to this situation. So you put him into a spot where he has to be clutch. Now he's proven he can be clutch. Not to jump to the extreme and say he's the most clutch now just because we've seen him do it for one season. You're not going to, like, I'm not
And
even
I
a big
understand your
LeBron
argument
fan,
too.
but
He's one thing about Tyler right now, he even though he's turning into that guy, he's not that guy right now.
not yet. No, but he definitely owns the moment right now.
Right, right.
He owns the moment, but he's still not that guy yet. So it's like,
I get
don't,
it.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
get it.
Don't
Yeah, yeah.
overdo it.
But
You
I'm
still gotta
saying,
be the
man,
victory at the end.
he
But he's
hitting
doing
them.
great though.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
doing great, boy. That boy is something crazy.
So game one,
That boy is something different.
I ain't gonna lie. I said Pacers in six. That was my original. That's what it's looking like it's gonna be for real.
Pacers in 6. I think it's going 7. This is going 7.
See, like it's hard because it's like I don't think because you like Tyler takes care of the ball. Like remember that one game he had a triple double with basically no turnovers.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to be that horrible in the turnover column. I don't think that's going to happen again. I think that's more of a we ain't played in a couple days. We we ain't played in a couple days. We trying to fill it out. I don't think they turn the ball over 25 times again. I don't see it.
I
So
don't
in
either.
reality, let's just say they score off of 25 turnovers.
Actually, I do see it. OKC is a good defensive team, and I think maybe their approach to stopping that quick pace is to just having your arms in them passing lanes and having your hands out for them. You know what I'm saying? For them outlet passes where you're trying to get them steals and get it going the other way.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think I could see maybe 5 or 10 less turnovers, but 25, I don't see
14 steals to 1, 24 turnovers to 6, and you still win the game.
it. Yeah.
Boy, they're in trouble.
I don't think they turn over that ball like that again. And also, they don't have no answer for Siakam at all. Nobody. And
Shaq gonna have to
you know
play.
what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? I say
Because
this all
Chet
the
did
time.
nothing.
No. But they didn't even start Chet. Remember?
He
They took him
didn't.
out.
Yeah, but he
They
got
changed the whole lineup.
28 minutes and got 6 points. You
But see,
supposed
the
to be the
problem is, I say this all the time. That's that rookie coaching stuff. You thinking too much.
yeah. He needs to be starting for sure.
Start with who you been winning with. Why are
Yeah.
you changing your lineup now? Your lineup ain't your lineup. What? How many games was? What did they lost? What? Six total playoff games so far. Two. They lost one in. They was lost one in the Timberwolves series. They took so they lost five total games before getting to the finals.
Hmm.
Stick to what you know.
Yeah.
Why are you changing your lineup? You haven't lost with that lineup. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I always say this: no, the most underrated player on this floor right now is Siakam. I feel like, and I always said this. I feel like okay. Let me say this: if Tyler goes down, they don't have a chance. If Siakam goes down, I think they still have a chance. But he's really the X factor in this series, and really the whole playoffs. He's been playing crazy.
Yeah.
It's just really getting swept under the rug because Tyler's kind of finishing it out. So like he'll set it up for because like that putback that was big over SGA. That's little stuff that goes unappreciated.
Yeah.
So I think he Siakam is really getting swept under the rug due to like the clutchness of Tyler and him just being able to finish. But I said this before. Kyrie is nothing without LeBron, bro. Like, okay, Kyrie made some big shots, but LeBron set it up for them big shots. So you got to be able to get there to get to the moment
I feel like there's that's two different things. Kyrie is clutch, but LeBron puts him in a situation to
to
be
be clutch.
clutch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what Siakam does too for a time.
Right. And I really like the distribution of the ball that the Pacers have. Like, yeah, the box scores might because this. Like there really was no garbage time in this game. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But to
right.
see how they spread the ball, Pascal Siakam 19, Neesmith 10, Turner 15, Halliburton 14. Like he got to score more. I'm surprised he didn't go for more. But for him, it's like you don't care. You got the shot when you needed it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you're not even mad at Halliburton for having 14 if he hit the game winner. You
Yeah,
can't be
nah.
mad at that. Whatever.
Nah.
Neimark having 14, Toppin having 17. Obi Toppin is looking like a real like role player right now.
Yeah, I'm not
Like a
gonna
real
lie,
role
fool.
player.
Obviously, luck plays a factor, but I think the coach. I think the coach won this game.
Boy, and look at this too. This is what we was talking about. You know how we said that the Knicks only play 8 guys, 9 guys.
Right.
When you look at this box score, bro, they got 10 people up here for the Pacers. And the
Yeah.
Thunder, you know what I'm saying? The Thunder got one guy who played 1 minute. You got one guy who played 4 minutes. So I'm not really gonna count that. These other guys really played like legit time score points. Like everybody scored.
I know it was a little joke, but Tyler, his voice be going in and out.
Right.
The niggas like the demons taking over him.
Hey man.
Cause he on demon time right now.
Hey, it's
You know what I'm
working.
saying?
Whatever it is, it's working.
Hey, that boy good. I say this though. I think they have to win it more than SGA got to win it. I feel like the fact that the Thunder got so much for Paul George, they can only get better through draft picks.
Right.
I
You
think
screwed up, man.
I think if Indiana, I don't. I think this is like I said, it's a little bit of luck versus what I'm saying, people being injured, stuff like that. I feel like if anybody needs this ring more, I think it's Indiana because injuries happen, but they don't happen this often where every team you face basically lost somebody. And with the Knicks having a new coach probably going to next year, I don't think they going. I think they're going to get better with a new coach because I think the whoever's coaching not going to play 6, 7 guys, 6, 7, 8 guys.
Not
I
gonna do it.
think the Knicks are better. I think the Knicks will be better next year, just due to like because I feel like they got the pieces, but you can only play but so good if you're tired.
Well, I don't think the Pacers are gonna be back as easily so soon. That's not gonna happen.
That's why I said I think.
OKC has a better chance of going
Yeah, that's
back.
why I said if anybody needs to win this, I think Indiana needs to go because this could turn into like another like a who won the ring kind of due to like a lot of crazy stuff. I say
Milwaukee.
yeah, I was about to say Giannis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that this game comes down to making shots. Looking at it, it says that the Pacers went 39 for 82 and OKC went 39 for 98. That's a whole 16 shots. So it's like to lose by 1 point and to have
Right.
16 more attempts than the other team. For 3 pointers, you got 18 for 39 for the Pacers, and you got 11 for 30 for OKC. So it's just making them 46 to 36%. You just making more.
So let's go with the hypotheticals. If out of them 25 turnovers, they only got 11 points out of that, which is you only made out of 20, you didn't do nothing. Let's say they get what's 20. Let's say they get 25 points off of them 25 turnovers. This is easily a blowout.
Yeah, but I don't think that they. I think that the turnovers isn't the whole story because yeah, it might look like that, but Pacers still got recovery speed.
Right, right. Yeah, they
So
can
it's like
score fast too.
they really have like defensive corner speed where it's like, yeah, there's a turnover, but they still back on defense. So
Right,
it ain't just gonna be that easy. Like 7 blocks. If the Pacers average that, number one, I think OKC is so dumb for not starting Chet. That is so dumb. You take your big man out from jump, Pascal go
right,
crazy. And you just
right,
waiting for shots to fall. I mean, honestly, they kind of crept with them the whole game. They kind of like for it to be so close. That I think it's the third quarter where it looks like the biggest margin, but
yeah,
honestly, they seem to be right with them for the entirety of the game. 56 rebounds. OKC ain't gonna win like that, and for Chet to not be in, that ain't gonna help them.
right.
That's not gonna help them. So I wonder. I
Yeah.
think
So
the next
besides
game
a
gotta be
little
based
luck,
on matchups. They gotta do
besides a
something.
little luck and coaching, I think that's one of the
That's
games.
what the yep. Luck on the Pacers side for getting them shots to fall, and coaching bad coaching on OKC side to not have your original set. Like Chet should be in the game, bro. At all times, honestly. He should have just as much time as SGA. This is what you pay him for this moment right here.
Game two tomorrow. Who you got? You think they bounce back and just blow them out?
I think they will bounce back because, like we just said, this game was based on a lot of luck. Like getting the opportunity to get those 3-pointers to fall. Like I said, to shoot 16 less shots and to win by 1 point
Right.
is just not converting.
Right.
I definitely think that um, OKC will convert in the next couple games, which is gonna force the Pacers to not. Because my thing is this: the Pacers cannot keep setting themselves back. Like just
Right.
because you
Yeah.
saw
Like
that you could
yeah.
do it, don't
Right.
mean
Yeah.
that you could
Don't keep
fall
doing
back
it.
12 points in hopes that Halliburton just go crazy. Like we're not doing that. Please, like set yourself up to win earlier in the game. And then on OKC side, you just got to convert. And they have to rebound. They have to rebound. 17 rebounds less, you have to rebound. You're not going to win like that. And with the turnovers, too, to get all them turnovers, to have less rebounds, and you lose by a point, you had 16, 17 more shot attempts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You got to convert. You got to convert. I think that they bounce back.
Yeah. I think OKC wins by double digits.
I think it's going to be like 5 or 7,
I think it's gonna be
but
double.
not one, though. It's going to be a good game.
Yeah. So on to like basketball,
Yeah,
but
another
not the.
good game.
You know what I'm saying?
Another good game. Lance
100K,
Stevenson,
100K Beasley.
100K, 200K.
Oh well,
Beasley
yeah,
said he wasn't playing with him, bruh.
yeah,
They did only bet one, but 100K, he said, nah, bet 200K. Their conversation was way paused.
yeah.
Way freaky. Hey,
Hey,
hold
they
on.
well, they're a little older, so I don't think they
Yeah,
really
nah,
like.
nah, 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 nah. That is a DMV. That is a DMV dude right there. Shout out Mike Beasley, bro. He is for sure a DMV dude. He did all that on purpose. That was all Diddy on purpose, for sure. For
Yeah,
sure. That got in the
so
Lance head.
I ain't gonna lie, they made it seem like he like kind of washed them, but he only won by 9. So it's not really like one of them things like you could tell they older too. They was looking gassed at the
They
like
went to
50s.
31, though. It was like 30, wasn't it?
Yeah, 30, 30. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you
So
won by 9 points.
yeah. They looked a little older. You could tell they gassed a little
They
bit.
are older. I think
Now
one.
I see it. You know how like niggas be like, certain niggas could still play in the NBA. I'm like, nah,
They
I
don't
don't see
need
it.
to. That's what the
No, I
big three
say
is
no.
for.
I get it, but you know it's always that. You know it's like a couple niggas we always be like. I think they could still play in the NBA. Nah,
No.
I think they where they are like the big three, half a court type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You see how fast they got tired, bro.
Yeah. Running up and down the court is a legit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think they could. I don't think they could be in the NBA. Far as just keeping up, like physicality.
Don't get me lying. I think that the big three had its moment, but if they continue this, this is what basketball is about. If
Right,
they like literally, if they can continue to promote matchups like that, because they're gonna only get bigger because people are betting money. So imagine when Melo pop out. You know what I'm saying? Like I can imagine somebody who's not even known being able to be like, yo, I got 150 and I'm playing everybody. If they continue to win, they become a household name. That would really give a chance. Cause like like there's so many reasons why the regular street nigga couldn't get to the NBA.
right,
You can't get to college. You are in bad circumstances, so you're probably not focusing. So you're probably not getting good grades. So you probably don't even have the opportunity to go to college. If you can go up there and be like, yo, I got 100K to bet, you can become a household name over the span of a year. This is like literally like Kobe sport to me. I think that this is going to be equivalent to unrivaled for the WNBA, where some players will pay. I think the older players for NBA players compared to WNBA players because they probably make a little bit more in unrivaled. So the younger WNBA players are probably trying to use their fresher legs to just get as much money as they can. As where the NBA, you're gonna run your NBA career, you're trying to figure out the less of your contract, and then at this point with we them ones, you might end up trying to bargain some money to keep playing. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who talks trash, like a Rashad McCants. I can see people having legit grudges. I can see Gilly the Kid going up there. You know what I'm saying? Talking trash about an actual NBA player and him being like, "We'll bet 100 and we'll go up there with Mike and Lance and do it." You know what I'm saying? I think that becomes a legit practice in the next year or
I
two.
think this is a good way, but like you said,
Stop.
Lance and Mike don't have that. How can I say this? They don't have the
Stop.
superstar profile, and they made this kind of a thing. Can you imagine like a Melo and like Jamal Crawford, somebody that
Crazy
really like
boy.
make that something? Because
Betting 250, boy.
we got excited over this little matchup, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you imagine like Melo, who retired that really ain't that
J.R.
just come?
Smith,
Yeah, somebody like that, like they just
Jamal
retired, but
Crawford,
they could make that a thing.
Lou Williams.
So yeah, something like that
You know what
where
I'm saying? And they
yeah,
betting chicken. Gilly the Kid. I want to see, you know what I'm saying, the rappers pop out there. Y'all say y'all good. Y'all betting bread. Put that 250 up. I want to see Gilly out there. I want to see Quavo up there. Chris Brown up there. They can call out an NBA player who retired and be like, nah, I can cook you. I think that would be great entertainment. And I think that would be crazy because then like you didn't turn like basketball almost into battle rap where you got 1v1s, you know what I'm saying? You setting up storylines and real beefs, grudge matches where these contracts are worth more than that, boy. The art of
yeah,
basketball would
and
see
they kind
now
of
that would sell the that thing. Like it's a selling point. Boy.
and they pay per viewed it, so they definitely
Yeah,
made some
they're gonna
chicken
make
money.
their money when you have Carmelo Anthony. Like you can imagine the names who's gonna be on there. Dwight gonna put some money up and be up there. I know. Like once they get big men to do like
Right.
1v1, but you go of course get the smaller guys. You gonna get you know what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, they gonna turn that to a
They're
thing.
gonna turn that into
I
a
could see
thing.
it just so not kind of like not kind of doing like the whole 3-on-3. I could see it maybe a 2-on-2 too.
I feel
Maybe they
like
try to do
we
that.
them ones is gonna be 1v1. I think that's probably more of a big three thing.
Right.
But the big three almost then fizzled out if you really think about it. Like they haven't really had like they do go around. They are heavily invested in and they're going around, but I don't think that the anticipation to see it is as high as it was anymore.
Yeah, I think it's because you don't have too many retired superstars. Like how could I like okay, so all the superstars that we probably look forward to see doing that, they're kind of still playing. It's not really too many retired superstars that we know in this generation that's not playing. So like what I'm getting at is the big three consist of like
Katino Mobley,
Jeff Teague, something like that. Like he not really a superstar, but he was all right. Mike Beasley not really a superstar. Lance Stevenson, like who's the most known that ever played the big three? Like
big three. I mean, I don't even know how many people have seen. I haven't seen too much of big three to say that is you know what I'm saying.
I think what don't
Crazy
keep them
team.
relevant is no, it's not a superstar doing that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You know what I'm
saying. Like
saying? It's cool at first, but it's like okay, how many times do we want to see Jamal Crawford and Mike Beasley and whoever else? Like these are dudes that basically they could still play. It wasn't like it wasn't like they kind of was a superstar and they retired. It was more so like they was on their way out anyway. I think all the superstars right now, if they kind of retired, I still think they retire on a higher ceiling than most of them people like on the big three. Cause Lou Williams ain't really he was always like a six man. Mike Beasley, he was always a bucket getter, but he was never a star. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So
I
it's like,
think once they get the stars involved, it's over. Imagine
yeah, I think that
Melo,
would make it.
KD
But
in a one
see,
v one situation. Boy,
I think people like them will just do it because they still want to hoop. like a competition, like competitive hooping. But I don't see like I just don't see LeBron doing it after he retire.
If
I
Michael
think
Jordan had one of them things set up like that, a
right,
ring of underground basketball players for thousands of dollars, I bet you money that would have been the story that's coming out today. I bet you money. Like how Roy Jones Jr. got stories of he used to run full pickup games before fights.
right,
What? That's crazy conditioning. If we was to find out that because we the story comes out that Mike is a gambler. So imagine if he did have an underground ring where it's like, now we do got 7 guys who think that they can beat Mike, and they're betting hundreds of thousands of dollars every weekend. Boy, I can imagine KD might retire earlier. Because think about
right,
it. You gotta think about it. These guys are making millions of dollars. So like you can imagine every week if we was to do it like battle rap card wise, where it's like you got 7 1v1 set up for the day. If you're making 100, because you're setting the bets, you're
right,
setting your own bet. If you're making 150, 200K every weekend, you're not missing out on no money. You're not missing out on no money. KD can literally be like, okay, I want to play one more organized year. If I don't win, I'm gonna go over here and just bet hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm a millionaire. It doesn't matter.
right,
He can just keep playing and just be hooping. Because that's really what we want to see from him anyway. I'm like, honestly, that's what I view him as. I view KD as one of the better 1v1 players.
right, 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 right.
So I would like to see him. I mean, it might be too late in his career, like age wise, like injury prone wise, but like this is really a situation I would love to see him in, where it's
So
like,
give me
nah,
give me a one on one player that you'll just like to see.
J.R. Smith,
And who else? Versus who?
um, give me D Rose.
Ooh, I like that.
But
Yeah,
I
I
mean, D
forgot
Rose
about him.
is smaller, but
Do
also
you feel
it's not
like? Let me ask you this:
organized. They're gonna
Do you
play.
feel like? Do you feel like D Rose lost his stardom too
I mean, he lost his stardom after like the
after the
injuries,
injury?
after the
Yeah,
injuries.
I
But
feel like
what
he
he
was
was
on his.
doing, he was flying. That
Yeah,
nigga was crazy. Shout out D Rose, he was crazy. And what he meant for
I
that
don't
city.
think. Yeah, that's why I was like, because when you said D Rose, I'm like, I'm thinking about stardom, but I don't think he'll bring that light to that.
J.R. Smith wasn't a star either, but he was a household name.
Right.
Stars and household names are different. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, but Jr. never had star potential.
what?
I think D Rose really was a star.
Well, he could have had a star had he won.
He,
You can't really
he
be a
ain't get
star without
injured.
winning. Yeah, he
Yeah.
him getting hurt messed up his chances of winning, which is why he never became the full star that he should have been. They definitely honored him the way that he deserves because he definitely put in hard work for the time that he did. But I think that the
Is that
winning
like
part,
the top story of woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda?
a lot of people are woulda, coulda, shouldas. That's like
I think
all
he
the
had the
first
most
round draft
promise
picks.
though. I think he had the most promise though.
I mean, but you can't say that. You can't say nothing about that other than Tibbs. Nothing about that other than Tibbs.
Shout out Pimple Face, whoever that is. You know who that
Yo,
is?
no, I
Yo.
don't.
Shout out Pimple Face, whoever
Yo,
that is.
what's happening, Pimple?
Yeah. Yo.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, bro, I would love to see some legit 1v1, like playing like all right, another 1v1 that would probably be like a Mook and Lux 1v1 game would be Melo versus KD in two
Right.
years. That is a Mook versus Lux basketball battle rap type of essence right there, where it's like, who's gonna win that one? To 31? Boy, they finna go crazy. They go, and I think that it's even more of a reason for the retired NBA player to stay in shape. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
What happens when it's like, man, it's da 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 da, and somebody call you out? Somebody call you out.
Right.
Like, what if Bobo call out Dwight Howard?
I don't think like I don't think these athletes kind of just stop training after they retire. I guess it just depends when you like physically
Where
just
you
can't
at?
train
Yeah.
no more.
Mm-hmm.
Cause Shaq and Charles look like they definitely ain't doing no more working out.
Shaq
Yeah,
probably lift, but he don't do no running.
yeah, it is over with.
Yeah, and
But see,
Charles, I
then
don't think Charles do nothing.
you got
Charles
somebody
eat
like
donuts.
Shannon Sharp where they all the
He
same
he
season,
work out
but
still.
he's still working. Yeah, that's what I'm
Ocho's still
saying.
working out.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of workouts, did you see the nigga that tried to challenge Aaron Donald?
Is he a fool?
Yo, Aaron Donald said, "Don't you ever call me out.
Yeah, bro.
This is what I do when I'm retired. Imagine if I was playing, nigga."
No, 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 no. When he was playing, they got stories of him. They got stories
No,
of what
no, but
Aaron Donald lived.
the dude that challenged him, he was saying, "This is what I do now that I'm
Oh,
retired. Imagine when I was playing, I was doing way more than this." But shout out to Aaron Donald though for getting out the game early. He's still young.
well, I think he's smart because Aaron Donald has had a couple contracts where he could
Yeah,
control his
I that's
future, and
and
he
speaking of
knows that
contracts,
they don't care about his health. The
speaking
moment
of
that you,
contracts, we can go
Mhm.
right into the next topic like this.
All right,
I don't think a dude like Stefon Diggs is stunting a contract because he done made so much money in his lifetime. He don't care about that 60 million. I don't think he care.
I think he's too young for his career to go in the dumps.
Bro, but the crazy part is Aaron Donald retired at 32 or at 31. So
He's a winner though.
he's
He
you keep
retired a
saying,
winner.
oh my God, here we go with
He
this same
retired a
topic.
winner.
Stefon Diggs just made 200 million.
Does
No
that make you a
endorsements.
winner?
It don't matter. It
Does
ain't
that make you a
about winning
winner?
no more. Everybody want
No,
money.
I get that. No, no, that's not true. It depends what's up to the person. Some people don't care about the money. Like you can, like I personally feel like for Shannon Sharp, the money part comes after. I feel
Right.
like there are people who put forth the concern to win before anything. And that's what I was asking you about Andrew Reese. How do you balance? I'm gonna make $1 million elsewhere, other than putting my career on the line to win this ring.
But
If
now
you
the
feel like you
reason
can control it, you don't have to put your life at risk because now you've created other avenues outside.
the reason I brought him up is because we talking about contracts. Now that you seen that that boat situation was a music video, do you cut him some slack now?
No,
I do.
I don't cut him no
I
slack.
think he can use the it's a prop. I was just doing a video shoot with my girl.
It saves him, yeah, but it's still not an excuse. You still shouldn't be on camera with props in your hand. Imagine if it was a gun. You can still say it's still a prop, but should you be on camera with a
Yeah,
gun in
I
your hand?
but see,
No.
John Morant. Okay, if you want to compare it to somebody that actually got in trouble, it wasn't like he was in. John Morant wasn't in no video shoot. It was like a random live, and you just going crazy with a gun.
He
The
was in
only
the
thing that
car.
could
People
save
do
him,
video shoots in the car.
no, but it's
I get
not
what
a
you're
video.
saying.
Yeah, it's
I get
not a
what you're
video
saying.
shoot. So I didn't like I. I'm not gonna lie. They probably did go out and like just enjoy the vacation, but in my mind, I thought they was just hanging out together. I feel like now that the video, I'm not giving nobody excuse, but the now that you saying tell us because the video footage came out. I don't think they dropped the whole song yet,
No.
but the fact that it is a music video, I think he gets a little bit more leeway. I don't think he's too worried about it. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like he's one of them young dudes. He already gives me the vibes like he has like main character syndrome because like everywhere he goes,
Yeah.
he already like it just doesn't work out.
Right.
Bills, he wants the ball. Texans, he that didn't work out. He want the ball, and
Well,
I
that
get it.
didn't work out because he ain't had no quarterback. He went there
Well,
for Deshaun because I
yeah,
had
but
Deshaun, and it just
yeah,
flamed
but
out.
then again, it's like it's becoming a habit. No
The
matter
nigga
who you
wanted
with,
out. Yeah,
huh?
main character
Yeah,
syndrome for
yeah.
sure.
He's like so. For me, I'm just looking at like he young. He trying to, you know what I'm saying? He messing with Cardi now. He like you said, he got the big contracts where you really don't gotta work no more if you really don't want to.
No, that
You know what I'm
money
saying? Because
guaranteed.
Bills gave him 200 mil. Remember when he signed his rookie extension?
Yeah,
The Bills gave him money already. Texans
yeah,
gave him some money too. So this is kind of his third big contract. Like I don't know. I get it. Like
you
I
have to
don't know
balance.
why they give people so much money because like he's been good on the field, but I don't think it's the money he does. I don't know, man. I gotta check his stats a little bit more, but he's really don't. Like
he don't got Jetta stats. I'm sorry.
yeah,
He don't
yeah.
got
Like
Tyreek stats. I'm sorry.
Justin, he deserves that money. Tyreek deserves that
Yeah,
money.
yeah. He don't got Jamar Chase stats. He don't have
But
that.
the thing about it is, it already they already gave it to him. But I feel like sometimes in sports,
If you don't pay for him, somebody else will, and then you
yeah, and
won't
it's
have that. And
always
that's
the
what a lot
like,
of people are
well, even though this is not a good option, this
winning
is
right
the
now. I
best
don't want y'all to
option.
have it. Yeah. Mm.
So like even with like I said, they gave Lonzo all that money. I don't think Lonzo deserves that money. But it's like who else? Who you
At the
gonna have?
time,
Yeah, like who's gonna play point guard and want to come to Chicago? Who wants to come to New England? Especially right now, they're not winning. It's not like Tom Brady over there. They got Mac Jones at quarterback. I don't even think they keep him. I think they're
they
gonna run.
got Drake May.
I think they're gonna run with the black dude. Before it's all said and done, I don't know. I don't know his name, but he like number 7 or something like that.
The running back,
The quarterback,
quarterback.
the black dude for the Patriots.
You don't
They
think that Drake
start.
May's gonna
They
play?
kind of let him. They kind of let him play towards the end of the season because they wasn't winning. He
Oh,
looked
you
all
talking
right.
about the
I don't know his name. I don't know, but
Jacoby Brissett?
I think so. I think that's his name. Yup. I think they're gonna try to.
They gonna start with Drake May, boy. That shit over with.
But my point is that no, it ain't nobody else that want to come to New England, so they got to give somebody like Stefon Diggs the money
Well, there's no
because
selling point. I agree.
yeah, you don't have nobody to come through, so it's like
Well, he's accepting. Well, for them, it's a mutual thing as to why. Because it's like he's a legit option, and he's looking for somewhere to go, and we don't have nobody who wants to come here. So we kind of have to. We're kind
right.
of at
So
his
that's
mercy
it.
to
They
pay him
kind of
what he
Lonzo
wants.
balling his way into New England,
Yeah, but to stay in there.
and what?
But he didn't have to sign though. He chose to sign,
Well, yeah, I mean,
and I'm sure he
anywhere the money
signed
going,
because
nigga. So,
of he seen that
but I
video.
said this though. Your best chance to win was in Buffalo.
Yep, his best.
At this
If
point,
he
he
could
been
have
playing. You know you're not gonna win nothing in Houston. You damn sure know you ain't winning nothing in New England.
See, but this is here we go. This is the balance right here. What's the difference of you having a contract for 200 million compared to having a contract for 75 million and having a ring?
The
You
ring.
know what I'm saying? No, but that's what I'm saying though. People
Nigga.
are like that's why he left. Like if they had Stefon Diggs last season, they probably win the Super Bowl. No
Yeah,
disrespect. They probably
yeah.
win a Super Bowl. They have a great defense. They're only missing maybe one option, another option on offense. If he would have reconstructed his deal to where he stays and really builds the nucleus, they would
But
have
yeah,
won.
he
He has
getting
main character syndrome, so he won his money.
yeah, exactly. And
So
I'm
that and that's what I'm
hey,
always saying. It's the
a nigga
balance.
like me, I'm not mad at it. Get your money.
Yeah,
Create that
well,
general wealth.
and this is exactly why Angel Reese ain't gonna win no ring. She's gonna retire in 2 years. That's what you just said. That's exactly what you just said.
I think so. I don't think if she's healthy and whatever the case may be, I think she sticks around. But if it's like it's getting to a point, I think she say fuck it. Excuse my language, but I think she don't. I don't.
It's an
She
hour in. Oh,
yo,
30 minutes,
she
dude.
gonna be playing for the love at. She's playing for the love at this point because you making more money outside of your contract.
Outside, bro. She getting way more money outside.
And even with Stefon, it's like you messing with Cardi B. I think I just feel like he just want to live his life. I don't think his goal is to win rings, and that's okay. That is okay sometimes.
Well,
That-
he better pick one.
I think he already picked one, fool. What are you winning in New England? Nothing. Cause you ain't gonna be able to do nothing in New England. You could kind of forget about that. Let me see. He 31. Man, he ain't thinking about no football, man. Hold on, let me see how old Cardi B is. See, they around the same age, so
Yeah, they
yeah,
about the same age. I'm about
yeah.
to
He ain't
say,
thinking
I'm
about
about to
no
say.
man.
Well,
He
that's
ain't
well. I mean, I think that's been the point. Once he left Buffalo, that had to be the point.
right,
He
right,
wanted to
yeah.
leave Buffalo for what? So you could be the first option because John
Yes,
Ross
that's
getting all
all
the
he worried
attention.
about. He don't want to win. He don't want. He just wanted. He's stat patting at this point. Cause you know in New England you're getting the ball, especially in New England. Like you're getting the ball in New England. So
To not win games is like, you know what I'm saying? What does that? I mean, I get it. A lot of like that's the balance, kind of. Some players have to go to crappy teams to go earn the incentives of being like, nah, I did get 1,500 yards last season, so I do deserve a contract like this. And if they don't want to pay me, somebody else can. But then somebody like a Stefon Diggs, where you're at a good situation, like Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is a fool. You tell
right.
me Tyreek Hill not a fool for being at Kansas City. You're clearly the best team in the league, and because you want more money, you want to go. Now you want to just jump from team to team.
Did they
You could
win?
have just won.
Did he win one with them, right?
No, he did. Yeah, he got one.
Oh yeah, well he ain't worried about it then. He got one
Well, I
even.
no, I get it, but bro, the, the Warriors franchise wouldn't be one with just one. The Warriors franchise isn't, you know what I'm saying? It's the back to back to backs. It's not just LeBron can't be one because he got, you know what I'm saying, one.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you got one and now you're chasing money. Who are you?
Yes.
A role player? No, you're supposed to be
Yes.
the
They're
star.
chasing money, yes.
But yes, but I'm saying when you're the star, you can't chase money. That's like um dang. Now, one person I can kind of say it's all right is what's the D lineman for Cleveland Browns?
I
Cause
don't
he
know.
not going nowhere. He keep getting that contract. They gonna offer him that contract, and he keep accepting it. So he's accepted that we might not win no time soon, but I'm gonna stay here because they're gonna pay
Well,
me.
I think the problem is that it's too much money. So now people are looking at it like
Miles Garrett.
I don't even gotta play for this money for real no more. So look at this, listen to this. We talking about Tyreek Hill right now.
Mm.
His rookie contract was 4 years, 2.5 million. His extension was 3 years, 54 million. Guess who gave him the most money?
Kansas City,
No.
Miami did.
Yes. They gave him 4 million, oh my bad, 4 years, 120 million. That's why he left. Bro, he's making like, hold on, let me do the math on
I'm
this.
looking at these contracts. These contracts are crazy. Deshaun Watson, 5 years, $230
So now
million
look,
dollars.
Tyreek is making at
What?
least 60 more million by signing with the Dolphins.
Yeah, but you're not winning. You're not
They
winning.
they're
You
not
could
look,
have won
I
more
would
in
say now hold on,
incentives.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. They might not won nothing crazy, but they're not winning is a stretch. They're definitely winning.
Is
Now, if we
Miami's winning
talking
a Super
about
Bowl to
rings,
get
we talking
incentives?
about rings, no. But they're definitely winning, fool. They're not trash.
I mean, you add him, of course, you're going to win more games. He is a legit weapon, but he
Yeah.
is not the piece that they need to get over the hump to the Super Bowl.
Well,
He's not the
I
part.
think they need a quarterback.
They, but that's what
I
he's not a
mean,
quarterback.
I love Tua to death,
He
but
ain't a quarter exactly. So he
he
ain't no
just
quarterback. Yeah, he pretty much went to a team where he's like, I hope I can make the quarterback better, knowing that your quarterback isn't as reliable as you would hope him to be. The college potential thing is crazy. The college potential thing is really crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie though. These contracts are crazy. And
exactly,
Miles Garrett, you all the quarterbacks fully guaranteed 160 million to lose.
exactly.
Dang.
But it's one of those things: is
Where we need
do you
because
let Tyreek go, or you let him go to a team we knowing you got the money?
or you just help him understand, hey, bro, we're gonna just get
See,
two more rings.
the problem is some people only want one.
The problem is everybody has man character syndrome, where it's like
And
you don't want to
on
be a
top of
part of
wanting
something.
one, some people probably don't even want one. They probably just want money.
Just pay me.
So he went and got his money. I don't blame him. I just feel like at this point, my only how can I say this? My only thin line with this is like the people before them, they didn't get the money. And the organizations don't care about you. So now we're in like a players league now.
Hmm.
So the players are controlling most of everything, unless you just like a Pat Riley. We just
Yeah, they
like,
will
I
shut it
don't care
down.
what you saying. This, but that's just not how it is now. So I'm like, all the dudes that got kind of bullied by organizations earlier, like earlier in the NFL, because NFL, NBA ain't, but it ain't even a century old yet.
Right.
So you got all these players that basically,
NFL is closer
hey,
though.
you, yeah, like, hey, you had to do this. You had to get that 4 million. I feel like now, man, get it. They ain't get it before us. Get it. Why
Yeah, but
not?
I think that that's the part. Like, this is the thing for me. It's the part in the psyche where it's like I've trained my entire life to play football. So it's like, well, what does it mean to you? Does it mean to you? Is it just a means to provide for your family? Because if it's just a means to provide for your family, then if this is your career, then you should be making as much money as you can, 100%.
Right, right.
But like when you have a love for the sport and you're a competitive person and you want to win, it should be about winning, about like having the best ingredients to make the best meal. So like that should be a part. So like you really have to. So pretty much what you're saying is like sometimes you got to eat McDonald's to save that money instead of going to get. Oh
Yeah,
no,
but
I
see,
think
the
that
only thing about it
y'all
now
saying go
is,
get the steak. Go eat the steak instead of getting McDonald's so that your whole family can eat tonight.
I think the problem is that the money and the social media, all that is generating money now. So the dudes before them wasn't able to get the big contracts, and they did kill themselves laying it all on the floor. And a lot of people didn't get rings, so they probably looking at it like that, like, man, he did all of that just to only have. Hey, let's compare Delonte West. He did all that to only get 14 million his whole career. So now they
Yeah.
looking at it like, well, damn, I signed this one big contract. I don't gotta play for real. I
Yeah,
could
but
finish my
$14
contract out.
million? Come on, man.
Yeah,
Some people
Delonte.
don't see 1 million at a time. For you to have made 14 over a couple years, you blew that up because you're trying to live to means that are outside of
And
your own.
he taking care of people. It could be a bunch of other stuff. We don't
Yeah, but
really know.
taking care of people means that you're not taking care of yourself, and that's what
Yeah.
should be first.
So now these new dudes, they like, man, I seen a Delonte West. I seen these people didn't get these big contracts and kind of went bankrupt. Nah, let me go and get that. And obviously, the problem with that is when you give somebody too much money too early, they don't care no more.
Paul George,
Aaron Donald, I get it. He won
Aaron
one,
Donald won.
but I get it. But
Paul
if
George
he,
ain't win.
listen, if Aaron Donald didn't get all that money, do you think he wouldn't keep playing, ring or not? He
With the
retired at
ring.
31, fool.
I think that
31.
the ring is the motivating factor to
And
retire
I
early.
think more people gonna follow that blueprint, even if they don't win. Like, fool, I'm killing myself.
Yeah,
I already done made 200 mil. What am I still playing for?
for more money. I think that some people are playing for more money. Once you get
I
to
think
a
he had
point
an
where,
exit plan though, Aaron
yeah,
Donald.
but
I
he,
feel like
he
he was
knew that
like,
his
yo,
team wasn't going to win. He had his era. The Rams did have a legit time where they were playoff Super Bowl contenders, and they are not that no more. So it's like either I can get shipped place to place and continue to throw my life on the line for a team I really don't care about because I'm really done, or I can just go home now. I already won a ring. So that like I feel like the
but does he
ring.
go home if he don't have that money? I don't think
I
so.
think he doesn't go home without the ring. The
Or the
ring,
money.
having the ring early allows the money to play differently. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that, like for instance, LeBron probably wouldn't have had to go to the Lakers had he had more success in Cleveland and Miami. If you had
I
more
think it
rings,
was
you're
more with
not
him.
going to
It
the
was more
Lakers.
so.
You don't
I
have to
think
chase rings or chase a storyline. You
well,
would already
yeah,
beat
he
Jordan.
probably it's probably his kids had a lot to do with it too. But
Right.
Aaron Donald, look at this. Listen to this. Out of 9 years, fool, listen to this. He made 220 million in 9 years.
Okay. He's the star of the team.
Yeah, but
Remember
I'm
that.
saying that makes him go. If he doesn't, if let's just say he stays with his rookie contract, 4 years, 10 mil. I think he still plays, bro. I think the fact that he got the money and like you said, the ring kind of helped it. Yeah, he retired at 31. Fool.
Well, here's one
I
thing
think that's
too.
gonna start happening more. I don't think the ring plays a factor. I think niggas gonna legit say, "Yo, I just got 200 mil. I'm in my 30s, young 30s. I'm not 38, 39.
Hmm.
I'm 30, 31. I just made 200 mil. I think more gonna go, bro.
So you think that Shador Sanders and Travis Hunter will retire Jacksonville Jaguars and Cleveland Browns
I
because they
don't
were
think
going to
so.
make enough money?
For them personally, I just think they want to play football.
See, but no, now you're going back and forth because I'm asking you. There is a balance.
Because they
It's not
already made
100%,
money though.
but you can't
They come from
generalize it
money. They come from money.
because they made NIL money. Yeah, but NIL money
And
still
their
ain't NFL
parents,
money.
well, not Travis Hunter, but
Shador got to
Shador.
work more.
Yeah, I don't. I think if anything, I don't think. What's the average age you feel like is retiring?
It depends
Like
on what
30,
position you play.
37, 38.
It depends on what position you play.
I
This
think
is
we
what I was
going
gonna say. They
I think
literally
we're gonna start
swipe.
seeing more early 30 retirements.
I think it depends on position. They don't retire early 30s as a wide receiver, as a DB. As a DB, you're more like as a safety, no, you play later 30s. Like Eric Weddle played like 35, 36. Ed Reed played almost 40
I
because
think the
it's not the
last
same as a
generation of
DB.
that. I think the last generation of playing late is going to be LeBron and like LeBron, Aaron Rodgers, all them type. I think this the last generation of playing late, fool.
I
I just feel
I
like
don't.
it's too much money, fool. It's
I
too much
don't.
money.
Vince Carter did not win a championship, and Vince Carter had a very long career, very long, and
That's
not.
a but that
I
but
don't think
Vince
it was
Carter
a
is
chase
basically
of a
Vince
ring. I
Carter
think he
is
knew.
basically that generation though. I'm saying I think like everybody after like Brady,
Yeah,
Aaron
but
Rodgers, I think everybody retire under 35.
the reason I brought up Vince Carter was because I don't think it was about money. Vince Carter was playing on Atlanta Hawks on a veteran minimum, like 2 seasons just to play basketball. I don't think it had
But
anything to
yeah,
do with
I'm
money.
just saying
He
this.
already had his career.
I think that just goes for that generation. I'm saying these new niggas, these Angel Reese's and Caitlin Clarks, once
You're
they get
saying
them
that the
big kids,
money is going to drive them out of the
yes,
sport.
I think it's going. I think because it's too much money. If
But
I got two
people are going to
hundred
keep making
mil,
money.
if I got 200 mil, I could just chill. You
It
feel me?
depends on what's up to you. Because once you make 200 mil, you live a 200 mil lifestyle. You going out to fancy dinners. You're bumping shoulders with expensive people. That's another
That's not
lifestyle in
everybody
itself.
though. That's
A lot,
not
yeah.
everybody.
Some people want to just make 200 mil and go sit up in the woods and go hide away from people. That's what
I
people
don't
do.
think because
It depends on what's
Aaron
important to you.
Donald damn near been married his whole career, so he not out. He not trying to be everywhere.
Right, but I'm
He
saying
trying to be
like
with his family.
with his NFL contract, he could easily have invested into multiple things. I think with the
That
fact
too.
that
We
he
don't know
has a
that. We don't
ring,
know that. We don't know that what people doing with their money.
right?
All I'm
I
saying is, I think this new generation.
I
I
don't
think
think it has
niggas
to do with the
retire early.
generation. I think it has to do with if people continue to have the love for the sport compared to the contract of selling your talent to play the sport. If you love to play football, then you will continue to play football whether you are making a veteran minimum and you're on a terrible team because you just love to play football, you're going to continue to play. You're not going to win a ring if you're getting a huge contract or if you're in talks for a huge contract. If you love to play the sport, that's not going to change. If you don't love to play the sport no more and money is the factor, then you're just going to try to go get every contract that you can. But also, getting every contract comes with being somewhat a keynote player, somewhat a personable a character. All those things play into factors, and you're not just earning NFL money. You gotta like be a certain echelon of player to even command that. I'm gonna do like Paul George is similar to Albert Hainsworth. Albert Hainsworth got a huge contract and did not win. You can call that a bust because the people are getting paid off their potential. you potentially can bring me a championship here, so I'm gonna pay you this much money. If a person decides to say like, well, I really don't want to play next year because I made this much money, you know what I'm saying? I don't really think it's gonna be like that. There are some people who love to play the sport and will just continue to play for that. Like there, I don't like to generalize. I think it's like maybe like 25% of players will say, well, I done made 200 mil, so I'm done. But I do think that there is a person where even if I don't get a ring, I want a gold jacket, Hall of Fame ceremony. I want a ring before I say I'm walking out of here because I gave my whole life to this sport, to these conditions, and this is my actual winning factor.
Right. Oh yeah, just to close this topic out, man. I think me personally, I just think you saying people gonna stick around for the love. I think people will be.
A la Vince Carter. Vince
Yeah,
Carter was
I
making
don't think.
a
I think
veteran
you'll see
minimum
it.
on
I think
Atlanta
you'll see it.
Hawks.
I don't think it's gonna be too many veteran minimums going around no more. I think niggas gonna say, "Fuck it, I'm gone." But
So
yeah,
why
man,
isn't KD done?
cause he's still getting all that money. What you mean?
He already made a lot of money, tons of money.
Well, I think he still won. I think I don't.
He wants a ring.
I
It's
don't
got a
think it's
story
the
to
ring.
finish.
I think he just like playing basketball. I don't like
So for
Kevin
the
Durant.
love, all right.
Yeah, I think he just like playing
So
basketball.
at what
But
point?
he can still get that money while he's because he's a superstar.
I bet. Well, before we leave, do you think that he could take a contract that is cheaper
No.
than what he actually deserves,
Well,
so that
yeah,
he can go win a
yeah,
ring?
cheaper, but not no veteran minimum. Hell no.
No, he's still KD. No, 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 no.
Yeah, yeah, hell
He
no.
won't get a veteran minimum till like 2030 if he's still playing by
I
then.
don't think he even. I don't even.
Ever? You don't think he'll never get a veteran minimum?
I think he gets the money like LeBron and Steph until they done. I don't think. I don't. They just gave Steph all that money again.
I
I
think
don't
that's the
think.
whole point as why they're legit. It's both for them. Because you love the game so much, you're making a bunch of money. I don't think that they're 100% money driven. Like before they had ideas of being billionaires, it was just like, I want to be a championship NBA player.
Yep.
And
All
for
right,
them,
man.
without the ring, it's like nothing.
Shout out to the 22 people in the building.
Shout out to y'all, man. Midday.
Go to the YouTube, hit likes,
Like
comment,
and subscribe,
subscribe. Shout
please.
out to
Comment.
Pimple Face, whoever
Yeah,
that
man.
was.
Whoever that was.
Shout out to Bobby Uptown, man. Let's go to the general topic, man. Why do women put so much into their hot pocket? Boy.
Oh my god. Wait. Before you start that, say that slower. I don't want any woman to not like how you said it. I want them to understand what you said. Can you restate that one more
Why do
time?
women put so much into their hot pocket?
Okay, and what do you mean by that, my brother? Help them understand before we get into this
Okay,
topic.
so just from what I've been dealing with, just in past relationships, right? To them, it's a reward.
Yep.
And the thing about it is, it's like when you have a man. I think this is just anybody, because I do want to. I don't want to generalize. I want to generalize certain points here, but
Not everything, right?
yeah, but I think when you have somebody that's independent, don't need you, you kind of don't know how to approach it because I feel like some of them use it as leverage.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say that to say like it's like, oh, you're not getting none tonight. A normal dude will be like, okay, I'll probably start an argument, whatever the case may be. But a strong minded man that's getting money or getting to it or got their own situation, they be like,
You're also not
oh,
getting nothing tonight.
yeah, like okay.
Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. I can
Told
save
you,
my
like
energy. Yeah.
I think the problem is that it's so many, it's so many I don't want to say it like this, but I feel like it's more unsuccessful men than more successful men, or not as strong minded.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
About
like
women, yeah.
yeah, so they do use it as leverage because to
That's the
me,
main focal point.
yeah, to me, I always thought I don't even want to say sex. I always thought romance was a mutual. It should be a mutual thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I say that to say if we're having if we're kissing or anything, I think that should be a mutual thing. I don't think that's even down to like wanting to spend time with each other. I think that should be a mutual thing. I think the problem is that once you get to the hot pocket,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, oh, this is mine. This is because some of these women don't have a good personality. They don't have nothing going for themselves. So that is their only leverage.
But I think this is the the idiom in it. It's because do men even care to approach a woman based on her personality? We don't. Our instinctual thing is to approach a woman based on how pretty she is,
Right.
and then you find out her personality after the fact.
Right.
So it's like if we were to take more time into making sure that yeah, you are pretty, but am I going to give you my time or like is this worth it? I think that the leverage part comes in where because men approach women.
Right.
So I
Right.
think a lot of leverage comes from that where it's like, well, you asked me out. You asked me for this.
Right.
And where you hold it to a certain degree where it's like it really should be like one of the like most untouchable things in the world. But the way that it's scaped right now, it really ain't that serious. Because the moment my girlfriend says, "Oh well, I don't want to give you none," in my mind, there's 3 girls in the freezer who I can go get some from. So you threatening me and saying, "Well, you not gonna get none," is like, whoop de doo, get out of here.
So.
Yeah, so what? I don't
Right.
care. And honestly, I don't want to sound derogatory or nothing, but when I have sex, I'm doing most of the work. So I literally can do that with all the girls. I don't feel no different about how the coochie feels. Like, yeah, it got different circumference, filling, texture. Okay, yeah, sure. But if I'm doing all the work, I can do all the
I'm a
work with the
strong
next joint.
believer in connections though. Me personally,
Uh,
I'm not it's not how could I say this? It's not really rare. It's not like I don't say I'm saying it all wrong. Let me get together.
it's rare.
It's not likely for me to have multiple partners
At
because
the same time,
I'm a connection person. So for me, I gotta actually like you in some type of way. For me, I don't know if maybe because I'm getting older, whatever. But
mm.
like just the casualness of it, I'm not really into that.
Oh, well, I mean, I think that's based on how everybody does things. Personally, I have situations where I prefer to date a woman who I've
We got a
grown up.
comment. Yeah, I wouldn't be in a relationship with women like that. A lot of better fish in the sea.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Shout out to you, Ethan.
Yeah. So the
I
problem, I think the problem is that, like you said, they're being approached, and it is men out here that's like, dang, you ain't gonna give me none. Okay, what could I do to get some?
they're offering resources, the offer of resources to,
Yeah, it's
and
like,
then the
well,
ego of a woman to say, well, I'm deserving of these resources before you know what I'm saying? It's like, but I'll just go
yeah.
get another one to do this for cheaper. But that's what hookers and prostitutes are for. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the
But
304s out there.
for me, I be so locked. I'm dead. For me, I be so locked in sometimes. It's like I can legit go without.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I have my days where I just be like, yo, it gotta go down.
Yeah. I'm at the spot where like my mental space is more important than like my like dopamine hit. I don't know
Yeah.
if that sounds, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't want the instant gratification at this point. Like, if you're gonna frustrate me about little things, and it's not even on my mind of having sex with you, because I'm not
Yeah.
even happy
Yeah.
right now to even think about you in that manner.
Yeah. I don't
Is you know what
yeah,
I'm
I'm
saying?
one of them
Like,
people like you can't
I gotta be really in a good mood to be
that
like
too.
about her.
You can't use that to basically make me happy.
Yeah.
Get out my
Valentine's
face.
Day,
Get out my
Valentine's
face
Day,
until I calm
birthdays.
down.
That's literally what we talk about as men. How many times do women not offer you a gift because
Right.
it's your birthday? This is your gift
They be
because
like, "Ooh, I
it's
got you
such high of
something."
a pedestal. It's
Oh,
like what?
hey, they be like, "I got you something." I'm like, "Ooh, let me guess." I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's not
Like
even a gift. It's that hot pocket,
it's not in a
the same
bag.
hot
It don't got
pocket
no
I've been
bow.
hitting
I
for.
already had. I don't already had this. It's not a
Just
gift.
because you put on lingerie and put it in the room, and that hot pocket still the same.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like lingerie. Because
Yeah,
that
yeah,
right there
I'm not
sells
a
the whole
fan.
point of why this is so extravagant. And it's like so extravagant with you? Why? I literally can have the same feeling with any woman who has the same organs that you got right here and feel the same way. It's not just connections off of that for me. Like I completely get what you're saying. Like women gotta stop putting so much in, and I think that's the difference between men and women anyway. That's why women have to monkey branch
Have
relationships
you ever
compared to
seen? Have you
a
ever
guy just
seen?
cheating.
Have you ever seen a woman that is basically surprised at how their reaction to you not wanting some?
Yeah, well, number
They
one,
go so
women don't know how to
crazy
be
like, oh, you
rejected.
gay.
Women don't know how to take rejection. And women also don't understand like why me. That's why they want closure and stuff like that. Well, why not? Well, why you know what I'm saying? They got a bunch of questions. Why
Right,
not me? I just gave this to you. What's wrong with it? It's like I'm not in the mood. Do you care? A
right.
lot of
No,
women don't care. As long as their own ego is fulfilled, it's like they don't care. I just offered it to you. You don't want it? Nah, not right now. Well, it
now it's
won't be
the end
there
of the
for you later.
world.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you
Now it's oh
rejected
you
me.
don't. Now it's oh you don't like me.
That's because men do the approaching. Women are waiting to be approached. Men do the approaching. So the moment that a woman isn't accepted for doing the same thing, it's like, oh my God, women do not know how to take rejection. You don't even care about how I feel, why I told you no this time. You don't respect it or none of that. It's just like, nah, because you rejected me, you're. It's like, come on, bro.
And then I think the other part is that's making it worse is so many. It's not. It used to could just be like you had to find that hot pocket in the local Walmart. You had to go to Target. You had to go to church. You had to go out to the playground. You had to go to the club.
Yep.
Now it's a dude right now that's ready to spend 10K.
And get any hot
Send me
pocket
them
you
feet.
want.
Send me them feet, Jones.
Yep, and they
Send
throwing
me a.
hot pockets for the potential of him sending 20 tomorrow. Yep,
Oh
the
my.
resources. That's why, honestly, a cat take. I don't like old school R&B. Dudes talk about I'll bring you the moon. I'll do all this.
I'm
I'll
outside
do
with the
all this.
boom box in the
Yeah,
car.
what? Shorty, I'm the one rocking your world. You better shut your mouth. Shut up and act like you know what's going on here. That's a cat
And
take,
you know
bro.
what's
I
so
don't know what it
crazy?
is.
It's not gonna get no better.
Nope. Resources. Resources and leverage, Instagram baddies, women think, you know what I'm saying, because I am this pretty, I am super
I
deserving
can't
instead of
say
your
this though. I
actions.
think the era of like, I don't think it's gone, but I think like the era of like selling it and like obviously you got to still like, but I think it's getting back to the point where it's like that's not okay. I think we went through an era where it was like it was never cool to me, but I think it was like okay. Oh, it was like okay to have an OnlyFans. I think people growing out of it now. I think people like, yo, this really not me. And now I have kids or now my family's seen it. So now I
Oh,
feel
well,
even worse.
that's two different things. It's a balance. We're talking about morality and a paycheck. A lot of women realize that they are broke and OnlyFans is a that's why people prostitute. If you
Yeah,
know
but
that
the
you're
thing
pretty and
about
you
it
don't
is,
do
right?
nothing and you feel like you can show
I
your
think people
body for money,
realize
they do
I
that.
always said this too. I feel like anything you start is basically you still have to start it. So with that, it's more so you gotta first you gotta trust a man. You gotta trust a man that he don't beat you up, rape you, take your money, whatever. And then on top of all that, you really gotta work for that because I don't care what you say. Women don't like having multiple partners in their heart. So it's like, dang, I'm giving your soul to all these men that don't mean nothing to me.
I don't agree with that. We're not generalizing that.
Listen.
There are women
And
who
I
are
think they
whores.
I think people yeah, that too, but I think people then it's kind of like being a local rapper in a sense. Like you have to as a prostitute, you still have to find consumers.
Right.
It's not just oh, my hot pocket out who wants it. You still got to find people you trust, you comfortable with. I think it's still a comfortable thing. I don't think like obviously you have situations where it's like okay, yeah, let's
But
go
that's a part
whatever.
of vetting. I think that still gives them more leverage. Like a girl can say, "Well, I'm so pretty that thousands of men throw themselves at me, and I'm the
Yeah,
one
but
who gets
yeah, I
to
don't think it's
count
as
them down."
I don't think finding it is easy as it seems. Like you still have to be comfortable. So I think just the because as selling it is still a grind. Like you have to find people. It's like being a rapper. Like you got to find people to listen to you. You got to find people that want to buy your CD. It's all you. It's the same effort. I don't think the hot pocket steers away from it. I think just the effort that they relate. Like some women just legit don't want to do nothing.
Well, yeah, like so what you're saying is they're not putting no effort into their life because they
I,
have a hot pocket.
yeah, yeah.
And I don't think that men
And
just
I think
put
I
all
think
their life into being a Chippendale, I don't know, sex
yeah, and I
worker
think now
because
yeah, then and I think now is like it went through that phase where it's like if you was never really a whore or a porn star, it's like you tried it and you feel like some people just feel like it's not for me. Like I got kids,
but you still
my
are
f-
though.
my
It doesn't
family.
matter. Once you do that, you are
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. I agree, but what I'm
We're not
saying
avoiding
is,
that. I
what I'm
tried it.
saying is,
What?
I think the era of like I think the era of the people that was trying it is over. I think like the people that like, okay, I tried it. I knew it wasn't for me. I just wanted to get a little money. Like, nah, I'm gonna leave that up to the porn stars. Like, I'm good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't
Right.
think it's like, yeah, I don't think,
Morality back? Get out of here.
yeah, I'm nah. I mean, once you did it, you did it. But
You
what I'm
did it.
saying
Them girls
is,
are still hoes. You
yeah,
gonna Reddit all
I
that.
just think like everybody has a phase where they trying to get money.
Yeah. And
However you go about it,
yeah, however
and
low
it's
you
just
stoop to
like,
go get
hey,
it.
this not really me. I'm about to go get a job.
But here's what I'm saying though. And that goes for any side, male or female. Once you decide the will for money means that I have to lessen my morals in certain other areas, is
Right.
where you don't have leverage no more. A woman who used to be a porn star doesn't get to say, well, I used to be a porn star. I entertain plenty of people. Now, collectively, can y'all get rid of this so that I can live a loving life? You
No.
don't get to say that. You don't get to say that. You've already put yourself out there. This is what the choices that you've made, and people have to learn to live in their beds. It's just accountability. You don't want to live in your bed. Sleep in that
Right.
bed. You made that bed. The bed that you made was now people know you as a whore. You did make the money that you was looking for. Congratulations. But now we know you for being a whore. Don't, oh, I well, my leverage because I'm a woman. You can't call me that because it's degrading. No, you degraded yourself when you chose your career path. Don't use that as leverage. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always a leverage thing. Because I'm a girl, it's leverage. Because it's my thing, because you came up to me, it's all leverage. And I think the real thing still is, if a key can go into every lock, it's a broken lock. You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
master key to a broken lock. We're not doing that, bro. And women have to understand that's the real leverage. The real leverage is being untouched, where it's like, nah, nobody ever done that. Like that. That's where the leverage is that not in like, can I trade it for resources? Because now it makes you look like a fool at the end of the day when you're trying to,
Yeah.
bro. I really didn't mean that. Too late.
Yeah. Me personally, if I know you did that, like,
Too
yeah,
late.
we not dating.
Too late.
We could mess around, but my
Yeah,
wife,
but I can
nah,
never take you serious.
nope.
Never. Never. And then she's like, oh, well, I only did that because of these circumstances. And it's like, you chose money over morality. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. And in real life, nobody's wifing a hoe. Hoes are some of the nicest, coolest people, funnest people. But in real life, you're not wifing them. Because in the end time, when someone says, hey, that's the hoe that I knew from da da da, and that's your wife now, buddy, you're crazy. And that's what men are trying to avoid. Because it is leverage for women, but for men, it's also not. It also is like a talking point for other men towards you. Like, yeah, yeah, for you, that's your girlfriend, but she was my hoe.
Right.
And that's gonna make you like, whoa, I don't want to deal with that.
Well, I mean, I think every woman has like even if it didn't ever get on the internet, I think all women was a hoe for some one person, at least one person.
Oh, the idea of hoe phase is real. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've seen the clip of E Kane. E Kane said that she was like, wow, you only had sex with 2 guys in a month. They used to have sex with 3 guys in a day. It's like,
What?
whoa, whoa. Yeah, bro. So
Shout
the
out to
fact
the
that
women out there,
some of
man.
these women are really putting them
But
stats
I'm
up.
not gonna lie, I just feel like I don't know if it's me, but I just feel like long as we cool, we hanging out, whatever, whatever. I just got my own thing going on right now, and I don't even think that's where I'm at with it anyway. Like, yeah, we could hang out, chill, but I got so much stuff I'm trying to do personally. Like, I don't have time to worry about too much.
Boom. Okay, but see, now you're talking about where you're putting your priorities in the balance. The balance in this would be, do you pursue your love life or your romantical life, or do you pursue your career? So it's like, yeah, because you can only put your place in one spot at one time.
Yeah,
So if you're
but me personally,
chasing, if
I'm
you're
not.
chasing your career,
I'm just not like
it's not a,
it's
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 not a priority.
it's easy to cheat on me. Like I'll be like, hey, I'll be back. Okay, bye.
Yeah, it's not the priority.
Like
It's just like
I've had
whatever.
situations where it's like like I'll be with a chick, her phone ringing. She be like, "You're not gonna answer the phone?" I'm like, no, that's your phone.
Whatever you
Well,
got going
they
on,
be
yeah, that's
like,
your
"Who
business.
called me?" I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, look.
I didn't even look. I don't know. It's not my
Yeah.
business. So I don't even have time for that. Like, cause I just feel like at the end of the day, people gonna do what they want to do. So me stressing, me going through phones, me being an
About it is a
FBI
waste of time.
agent,
Yep.
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Waste of time. I agree too,
Shout
man.
out to the ladies out there, man.
Yeah, shout out
You
to
know
the
what I'm
ladies.
saying?
Not
But
everybody is the same. We're not
just to pick,
generalizing, but that is
just
the
to
truth.
close this topic out, if you gonna be how you gonna be, go be a Cardi B, man. Just be around
Live
somebody
it.
you like,
Live it.
and at least while you living it, be happy.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know, man. I don't know if it's she faking it right now because she trying to get over Offset, but I think she legit looks happy.
I think she faking it. I think she trapped right now.
Oh my god.
She trapped right now, boy. She trapped.
I think she got out of that dark web, man. I
Yeah,
feel
her
like
dark web is that she had a cheating husband to now have a air quote gay boyfriend. Ain't the best news, bro.
yeah.
That ain't the best news. That's the story that's out about him right now. So I think constantly for her, the most like, because people don't really talk bad about Cardi. I think people talk bad about the situations that she be in. You know what I'm saying? So like they're talking about Offset, they're talking about this, talking about her businesses, they're talking about her music, but they're not really talking about like Cardi B. Everybody likes Cardi. She's like the perfect balance of like of like her personality of the ratchet and still being like a social icon. It's a good balance of that. But usually people bring her up for her dealings, Offset, now Stefon Diggs, her music, you know what I'm saying, whatever business dealings. Yeah. Y'all gonna get this
Yeah.
podcast, man.
Yeah. So shout out to the ladies, man.
Shout out to the ladies, man. We're
Now
not
you know
generalizing.
we obviously I think you know what I'm saying. We got to get into this battle rap, man. Shout out to VVS100. Shout out to Jonesboro.
This
It was
is
a
the stage.
decent battle, man. I think
I'm
obviously
mad.
the obvious happened. You left us with
I'm
a cliffhanger,
I'm mad, boy. I'm mad.
but I can say this: I always seen potential in them. I think VVS100. I think I think I was a prisoner of the moment. I think in the building. I kind of like I had him winning. Don't get me wrong, he still won, but like I think on the playback you get to see little things. He seemed like he was just a little choppy,
Mm,
still trying to remember certain stuff. Um, not getting the right words out at the right time. I don't know if that comes from just like not
memory
knowing
of what's
it
going
or
on.
just or you didn't edit it. Cause sometimes you can write something out and then when you rap it, you might gotta edit it when like maybe take out the word like
Right.
or
Mm.
or instead of they them something
You,
it could be
you should
something
talk about
simple like
all
that.
all memory stuff,
Yeah, so
all preparation stuff.
I think I think they both Jonesboro already rapped here. I think they both did well enough to come back.
But that's
VVS
my problem.
VVS definitely won clear. I think Jonesboro I don't think his expectations are too high right now. He does have another battle August 9th. So it's kind of like we just trying to build off of what the spurts we do see. Like
Right.
he had a good John against Rugrat. He didn't do so good against A Game, but this one was a good John besides the obvious.
Yeah, he had. I think honestly, had he finished his round, had he had a more pause if necessary, had extra, had more in the round, like he would have won. I liked his material more, it was more personable, and the way it was delivered personally.
Right.
I think that VVS showed that, yeah, like you said, like he didn't seem all the way prepared. Like some of the material seemed kind of light to me. Um, but preparedness, VVS looked more prepared than Jonesboro did at a certain point. For
Right.
him to cut his round like that, I'm like, dang, how prepared were you? Now, I mean, I feel like VVS had enough moments in his whole round to where like Jonesboro did have to fight uphill. So for him to cut his round short, kind of really got me. I think that this was a moment for Jonesboro to really stake a claim for like a home spot, like
Right.
letting people come into your home after you battle here. You know what I'm saying, and then letting them out rap you is, I don't know. I don't know what that's like, but I think for him to get back, if he was to get back and have the same style of round that he wrote this time and just had an extra minute and a half, I think he continues to build on what he's done so far. And I think that's what's more important than like actually air quote winning. It's like
Right.
just building your profile at this point. He just gotta I feel like he switched whatever he needed to for like the cool thing, and now it's just gotta be a more prepared thing. And I think once he puts those two things
And
together,
I feel
he'll
like
be
he got
fine.
a slogan out of it.
Yeah,
I ain't named myself handsome, you ugly nigga.
right. The
Yeah.
big,
You
yeah.
know
So
what I'm saying?
I think that shows a personality where if you can build off of that and get that extra 132 minutes of material out, you got something to worry about. You
Right.
got something to worry about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it
So
is sad though. VVS, shout out to VVS. Hopefully he pops back out. You know what I'm saying? He definitely deserves another plate after a showing like that.
yeah, man. We got Rashad and Keno gonna drop Monday at 6 p.m.
Shout out to both of them.
I'm gonna start working on that tonight. And we got Stick to the Code this Saturday, man. Not
Hey,
this Saturday, but obviously next Saturday.
right.
This is
Coming
the
up.
this is the one before the two.
You said
Or the
not
the
this Saturday, next Saturday. Today's Saturday, ain't it?
Well, I mean, like for people listening, they might think today's Saturday, so they're
Oh,
like,
right,
"Oh,
right,
this is
right.
a
Yeah,
nice day." So
the next one. Put the
yeah,
date
yeah,
out there.
not today, not this Saturday,
Yeah,
today,
the
tomorrow,
14th.
to next Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this the one, not the two. They pretty much sold this card more than the unfinished business card, as far as just
Mhm,
promotion.
mhm.
Um, I basically told people what they should do, far as just like how to sell tickets. This card they learned how to sell live streams, because a lot sometimes live stream is just basically putting it out there like, yo, it costs
Right.
$5 to watch me battle.
Mhm.
um I think the reschedule helped Sir Bubba and Key. I think this definitely is better on this card, because now it gets the I feel like every small card we get that one battle is like, okay,
Oh, that's the
this
one.
could be battle of the year on the
Yeah.
stage. So
Mhm.
I feel like we got that with D Show and Dylan. Shout out to the views and comments on that, because that looking
Blew it
like it's doing
fast.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So I think Key and Bubba could be that too, and I think Legend and Echo could be that too, depending on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I think it's gonna be better than expected, just for the simple fact they betting money.
Yeah.
Nobody want to lose their money, so you know how that go.
Wait, who bet money? Echo and Legend?
Yes, Legends
Oh.
bad money.
Oh.
So we got judges, all of that, and I think they sold it just because of the bet, and obviously they've been going back and forth.
That's
On
selling
I
it.
think I think everybody pretty much sold their battle on this card. Even though it's not a high profile match, Rugrat and Izzy sold their battle
Yep. Shout out
with
to
all of
Izzy.
that. Yeah, so it's like this. If everything goes as planned, if everybody just rap, it could might be two or three of them Jones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think this is what battle rap essence should be, where it's like it's not just cards just thrown up there.
Right,
This is what excuse me, Organic was saying. You can't like what killed battle rap is that you're just throwing names on a card with no real investment.
right,
And it really takes joint promotion of the league owners plus the artists to promote the battle to the fans to really draw people in for the selling point. And I think that's what they did this time. I mean, you gonna always promote. You working, so I think,
Yeah,
and this has always been like my main thing, where it's like I feel like we're not getting enough like joint action like together. Like it's not enough of like people really got to pop out to do the promo. And if they sell the fights like this, it's gonna be highly anticipated. More people are gonna look into it, and that's what we need. Growing the
yeah,
brand.
yeah.
Shout
And
out to them.
I notice a lot of our battles are slow cookers. Like it's like when people come, like people just watch the battles late. I don't get it. Am I putting them out too fast? I don't get it. But I say
No,
all this to say that shout out to Casey. Casey and Don Rich just hit 1K.
shout out to Casey.
Mike and Bobby almost there. So it's like it's just slow cooker type of battles. I think maybe excessive content could be a part of that. Like every time I look up, I can't look at the last battle because 3, 4 battles just dropped, and now you telling me to watch this one. I ain't watched the other ones.
No, I think that's good because in a time where it's like, man, I didn't watch that other battle, and there's also two more battles I can watch. I got
Yeah.
about 40 minutes or something to do.
Right. So
So you can definitely prioritize that. Keep dropping, bro. Keep dropping.
yeah, I'm definitely keep dropping. Then we got the biggest card of the year, man. Ruin is two. I mean, I said two. Ruin is four.
Two,
Ruin is
two
four,
times
man.
two.
Everybody seemed to be active. Everybody promoting. That's the one of them ones.
I'm super excited,
I
bro. I'm
got Brees
super
Belby to
excited.
talk a little trash earlier. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's one of them ones. I'm really just excited. I feel like like I said, every card got that one battle. So I'm really excited for the Ruin this four. And then also I even like the July 12th card, the Bad for Your Soul. So
Man,
um yeah.
DMV car going crazy, man. That's gonna be good.
And
Hey
I
man,
just
it's so much work. Get y'all live streams, tap in, welcome
yeah.
to the stage on Cash App, send that five,
And you know we
come to the
got
door.
our biggest card of the year in September for the our winner biggest card. We got Reborn 4. I know you seen the flyer for that.
Hey.
I didn't put it out yet, but I just got the idea from the roster. Everybody said they like the flyer.
Mm,
So we probably gonna drop that main event after Ruinous because that's a main event. That's one of the ones. The main event
hey.
for Reborn 4 is crazy.
I can't wait to hear that.
So
Can't wait to hear. We
yeah,
on
it's
that,
like
ain't we?
that if D show say yeah,
Oh, all
yeah,
right. All right.
that's that one.
I bet.
So we just waiting on D show for real.
All
Everybody else said it's to go.
right.
So yeah, man, and then I think Christmas came early. We gotta make that what it was last year.
Hey man.
Christmas came early too, man.
Yeah. 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 Like
I feel like that should
yeah.
be I think that theme should be the same way. Like I don't think we need to add a name to that. I feel
No.
like
Just leave it
whoever is
at
on the first one need to just kind of swap out and battle each other. And maybe like mix somebody in there that wasn't on the original one. Like I'm
that.
gonna just
Right.
give you an example, like something like Bucky battle Shoshada, you
Mm.
battle Echo, or something like Vito battle Dylan. I don't think we should like add new matchups to it. I think we should just mix the
Who
matchups
was there on the last
from
one?
the first
Yeah.
one. And if we do add somebody from the roster, I don't think it should
Right.
be like, oh, let's bring a name in and then nah.
No. No, this us. You right.
Yeah, I
I
don't
agree
want
with
to
that.
like. I don't want. Sometimes I don't like the big card every card. If that makes sense, like
Right.
it don't got to be a name on
You got
every.
a couple big cards, and honestly, it's a selling point to have the big cards spread out throughout the year. Not everyone
Yeah,
can be it.
right. Because you don't want people thinking like, oh, I could be on Reborn.
Yeah, it's like
We got all augmented mayhem for you.
right,
Like we got all Hallows Eve for you. Don't
like just
think
to
we
make sure
getting
that
on
that you know
Christmas.
where you at. Yeah,
Yeah, but I would say
it's
like
crazy.
the same people from the first one just sprinkle in like a somebody from the roster like me on there,
Mm,
Mookie, probably Trey Boogie or Jay Skills, somebody like on the roster that wasn't on the first one. So
mm,
like you could still sprinkle them in there. But
right,
now
especially
that
in the pool. Yeah,
I might set those matchups up like the ones I just named. I wouldn't mind seeing like a Bucky and Shell.
Yeah, that'd be fire. And I
Yeah.
think that they'll sell it too. I want to
Right.
battle
Yeah.
Acko. Let's get it.
That's why I was like, man, I'm really just trying to figure out this whole roster thing because it's like the niggas outside the roster, man, they ain't doing it. They ain't trying to promote. They don't want it. I don't want to say I get it, but I get it because it's like, okay, this is not really my company, so I'm not gonna do too much. But then the same breath is like, if you want to come back, you need
Right,
to
you
be
need to be
showing
doing
me
something.
this. Yeah, like.
Right.
But I said this already, fool.
Some people ego feel like they don't have to do that because they're just enough already, and that's just not where we're at in real world. It's battle rap.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is really crazy. It's crazy, but still though, we working though. It's like you got a couple different events set up that are very highly anticipated. People working, people trying to grow them profiles. We building a community, bro. Still working.
Hell yeah. So I had something on my mind. I can't. I just it slipped my mind that quick. I don't even remember, fool.
I got some on my mind.
Go
Trump
ahead. Go
versus
ahead.
Elon Musk. Elon Musk went crazy on Trump. He said the Epstein files ain't dropped because Trump name on them. That makes sense. Boom. He put him out of door. He put him out off the government cabinet because he didn't agree with the bill that Congress had came up with because it wasn't enough spending cuts. Boom. I think that they're working together. They got a joint agenda that they can't be too closely related on right now because the way it's gonna look is gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? It was in some type of collusion. I think that they got plans for right before Trump gets out of here. They'll be best friends again.
Oh yeah, I always
If they're
think.
not best
Yeah.
friends right now. If they're not best friends right now, because Trump has always had a great relationship with the Russian area. So I'm not surprised. Shout out to America, bro. We going downhill, baby. We going downhill, baby. I'm an Israelite, so like I'm thinking of ways like what's going on out here, what we really doing out here, where are we thinking at, and for me, yeah, we do podcasts on general topics, but a lot of things are distractions from what's really going on. There is a war going on outside. People are dying. People have been dying for the past year and a half. People have really been losing their lives. People have died from panic in shock of COVID-19. We're talking about real fear tactics. We're talking about legit uh outbreak type of, you know what I'm saying, scare tactics where you're really killing people with different things, bruh. It's a weird world that we gotta, you know what I'm saying, travel right now, but I think we can traverse the road. We're gonna have to work together. Right now, I don't think we're working together too much. We're not seeing the distractions too much. People seeing double suns, double moons. They thinking that there's projections out there. Project Bluebeam. They got plans. They trying to break the fishbowl. Y'all gonna get this podcast though.
Right, right, right. Yeah, y'all can get this podcast. So yeah, we're gonna close it out. Shout out to the 29 people in the building. Y'all stuck around.
Midday. Hey, we appreciate y'all. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with us. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out
Please
to them.
comment.
Like, comment, subscribe, man.
Please comment because we
We see
do
the
get
views
like,
going up,
man,
man.
because we do get like a steady amount, and I would just personally like to like go back and be able to see who was there and be able to shout y'all out because we are really building something right here, bro. It's episode 32. It's still early, but we really building something here. So I would like to be able to personally shout out the people who support us week by week, day by day. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man. Y'all can get this podcast. Episode 32.
32. Hey, hold on. Who was a famous number 32?
Shaq?
A good one, Shaq.
Was
I
he
thought
good
Shaq
at
was
32?
34.
I feel like no,
Who's
no,
he?
no. I think he changed it for Miami though. Did he not?
Yeah, but Miami
So
wasn't
well,
legit
yeah,
Shaq.
that's what I was
I
saying.
don't
He
want
wasn't
that.
good.
You about to say you want to give me the Phoenix Shaq number? I don't want that. 32. Hmm. I'm thinking more football, baseball. You get the 32. I don't really know too many basketball players number 32.
Let me see. I'm gonna look up something.
Famous number 32. But just before we get out of here,
Magic Johnson.
Magic. Okay, it's the Magic episode. All right, bet. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all go get this podcast, man. It's Mr. Big Cat, man.
All right, man. Y'all get this podcast episode 32. Y'all be safe.
Hey.
Yep.